fishing squad. Wow, trying for Tope again in North Wales. Got Danny with me, got one rod out each. Got some fresh mackerel on the bait. Well, we actually bought some fresh mermaid foods, seafoods at Llandudno on the way through. Hey, Danny did go to Malfra, he managed to get a couple of mackerels, a couple of joeys. So we've used them. Some jumbo mackerels spinning around. We've got tough conditions again. We're blowing southerly this morning, 50 mile an hour. We found on a north facing rock ledge, swung round southwesterly, getting it, it's whipping round. So, yeah, struggle getting on. We may reassess, it's just a bonus session this. We may reassess tomorrow, starting somewhere a bit more sheltered. Super tough conditions today. A few white horses out there, big swell in the margin, in the edge. Bait ready to go out there. And then we've got these big mackerel here from Mermaid Seafoods, Llandudno. Look at that for a tail section, huge. Yeah, look at this swell. It's going to be a real challenge this. Keep at it and see what happens. Not feeling very optimistic at the moment due to the amount of white water, just the general sea state, how tough it looks to land fishing. So we'll see what happens. It's a bonus session this one anyway. We'll give it a go and just keep bumping away best we can. The wind's catching us quite a lot from the left, even though it seems to have more west in it than south. So it's like west-southwest. So yeah, that's why it's bringing these rollers down the side like this. Yeah, this one. That wash is where you can lose fish, I'm afraid. It can help you sometimes, but if you're unlucky, it's where you lose fish as well. So you have to be really careful. Right, we just had a double take. Mine snapped off, but I managed to grab it. Danny's snapped off, it's in the wash. Well, I think this is a PB. Definitely.
£50 easy, mate.
Yeah, I know, it was bigger than mine.
100% that was a 50.
It still counts as a catch because she took leader, but...
It's alright, it's alright.
Oh, female. Better on it, swell for ages. Well, this is a PB, biggest one at year by a few pounds, I'd say. It'll be touching 40. Lovely fish. Danny lost his on in edge, honestly, we gutted. But what a moment. He's lost his last three, bless him. I don't know what to say, honestly. That's a proper tote, that one.
Comes to 40, you reckon?
Yeah. You get down alright.
Oh, mate, that was a monster.
It's a pound foot sling, so we'll not keep out water any longer than we need to.
That was an absolute monster, mate. Couldn't budge it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Double take. Mate.
It's zero.
I haven't zeroed it.
Don't worry, it's a pound foot sling.
Zero. Oh, mate. We could have had a double.
We were so close. We were 6 inches off it.
We were, mate. That was a heavy fish.
It was.
I couldn't move. It wouldn't move when
No.
It was just dead weight.
You just squeeze out and switch, I shouldn't fall out.
Yeah, watch this. You lift it.
Sweet there.
Okay, if I do it this side, so I get out the way of the wind.
It went 38. Yeah. The flashes have gone.
I would have said it was about 30, definitely.
Yeah. It flashed up 30. Yeah, do you want to take some pictures?
Yeah.
It flashed up 38, but yeah, going back, bless her. I'm going to put back.
Alright, getting back.
I don't know.
Yes, oh. Nearly, we were that close for a double picture. It would have been a good one that.
Okay.
That definitely felt like one of my PB.
My rig knot snapped on my Thermalink under the tension. But I suppose that's the weakest point in it on the rig when you're pulling it at close range.
Well, my wire trace, we flamed it on my loop.
Pull through.
Yeah, well that's what it's done. Let's just go. But there was a lot of tension on that then.
Yeah, like we were close quarters, you know, we've managed to come right. It's not as swelly.
It's going to run down before much.
They were difficult because they were a big rise and drop. So we'll just keep going anyway. Right, so it's the day after that double take. Not much of a session, not much of a report. We've just been soaking in the adrenaline and stuff from that moment. Disappointed for Danny, like I say. I'm hoping he gets one out today. We're just sorting some bait out like now, then we're going to get off. Quick caught shop, then we're going to get down on some mark and have a full day at it. So we'll see you at the mark. I'm going to make this quick. Sorting bait out, you're literally on top of the fridge freezer. Got some lovely mackerel here that we got from Mermaid Seafoods at Llandudno. Let's get to it. I'll see you on the mark basically. Right, we're down, just chucking the feathers about. I've just caught a pollock. It's a small one, but it is just about legal size. So we're just going to top the fresh bait up a little bit. Get loads of pollock round here. Danny's already had a couple out, so we're just going to keep half a dozen just to keep the fresh supply up, if you like. I do know there's some legislation coming in about pollock, but I don't know what it's like on the reefs out there. We get loads down here, you know. I'm guessing the wreck fishing's just been obliterated, so we'll only keep what we need. We're tope fishing, we're shark fishing, so that's how we roll. I know it's going to get a controversial topic, keeping pollock out, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'll keep going, see if we can get some mackerel as well. Right, so I think we've had about 4 pollock to go with how many mackerel say we brought down? 8? Did we bring 8 mackerel down, do you say? Yeah, we've got 4 pollock to go with the 8 mackerel. I'm going to put a pennel out to start because I'm on tail section. I'm going to put Danny on heads because I want him to get one out basically, you know what I mean? He's like, he's been, yeah, it's one of them, but we've got head up, get back on it. But we just feel that heads work better on dongles. He likes using dongles as well, and he prefers head section, so we can use that. This is the rig I had the fish on yesterday. Still got a bit of bait on it. I'll cut that off in a minute. But I've actually made my dongle out of wire using, you know, like that's live wire, you know, out of electrical cable. It's got 10 okie circle, 210 pound AFW. It's roughed up, so the swell that we're, you know, having to battle the fish in tough conditions. 200 pound rig body. You probably can't see, but it is roughed up, as you can see there. And it would one of them cheap splashdowns as well, so they only take like a 4 up, don't they? But obviously with the dongle you can clip in, it's like a fine wire in comparison to like a bigger with a 4.0. So yeah, I don't really like them splashdowns, to be honest with you. They're the cheap ones off from Amazon and Temu and stuff. But yeah, it did the job, that rig. Well, I'm not going to use that today. I might reuse it on a mark where we might lose it, you know what I mean? I'm not really using it on here. So then today, just bear with me, I haven't baited it up yet, but I've shown you before. Danny uses a dongle as well, like I've just said. He's actually using some 12-0 Sakuma 445s. They've got a really nice shape to them for tope fishing. I mean, and they do work really well. We've got 7.0 Shaughnessy on this pennel rig with 10 okie circle, 210 pound AFW, 4 foot of rig body, 200 pound. Proper splashdown, 8 ounce lead. That's what we're using. I'm going to bait that up with tail section. I probably won't show you because I want to get straight down. It's making Jaws noise in the background. So let's get straight out with that, and hopefully have another good day. We'll just get to it, try our hardest since it's always. So we'll be back on in a bit. I'll show you the bait actually. They're pitched from a fishmonger, like I say. I mentioned them a couple of times in the video already. Mermaid Seafoods at Llandudno. They're a couple of days old now, but because they've been on ice, they still look brand new. That's what you want. This is Danny's bait. Again, dongle, look at them hooks, they're lovely them. Perfect size. He does this a bit differently, but it's basically the same. Well, you've got lolly tongue, haven't you, on there? Onto a rig body. Splash down. Pretty much the same. Nice one, Danny. Sent a dongle bait out. First, not been out long, and I've actually caught a pollock on it. It's actually hooked on my homemade dongle clip hook. Well, nice pollock that, about maybe just over 2 that, I reckon. Nice fish. Getting hooked. Get another bait sent out, I think. Nice one. Right, we've just had a bit of excitement. I put a pollock head on a dongle, injected it with some, I don't know if it made a difference, some of that. It's extreme quality bait attractor, red predator. It's mackerel oil with some sort of red dye in it. I just thought if we struggle for fresh bait, the pollock heads and whiting heads, if we get any whiting, it'll be quite useful injected with that. As it was, we've obviously picked up some fresh mackerel on the way through. But I tried pollock head on a dongle, because I fancied using the head, injected it with that, it's gone screaming off. I thought the fish were massive, honestly. Got it on the surface, realised my leader's wrapped round it. We almost landed it, but then the swell smashed it across and the leaders snapped on the rocks due to it being wrapped around the fish, I think. So we've lost that one. It wasn't a big fish in the end. It was probably low 30s, maybe high 20s. It was £30, it's just like most of mine this year, but it's a good positive sign that. I've just put a tail section of mackerel out. I'm just on a pennel. I'm just sorting another dongle rig out, so yeah. They're here. And I think we just went, it was my fault that I went the wrong way. We almost landed it, but a wave took it. Oh well, try again. A little bit more action, despite the conditions. Daddy's had a couple of pickups and a couple of good pickup and drops. Really good pickup and drops. We'll leave it at that if you want. Yeah.
I'd stay here forever in a day, mate.
Right, we're back ready to pack up. It's going to be impossible to land anything now, I think. Shame, conditions have beat us today really, despite it being super positive all the same. We need to put a plan together for tomorrow, I think. That's another one chalked off then. Let's go on to the next one. Right, we're just on wait at mark, session 3. We had a more drama unfold yesterday. I've probably explained it in video previously. Just loaded the van up and away we go. So we were thinking about changing marks, but we know there's Tope on this mark, so we don't want to change marks. You probably have a chance on another mark, but while we're getting runs, even losing fish, we'll keep going. So biggest challenge today is going to be getting more fresh bait. We've got 4 left from Mermaid Seafoods. I've mentioned Mermaid Seafoods about 1,000 times in this video. Probably get sick of hearing that. But we're going to get to mark, get to it, have a go for some fresh, and then fire the big baits out and see if we can get pulled in by something.
More monsters.
Yeah. Positive yesterday was we had a run on pollock, on fresh pollock that I'd injected with a bit of holy mackerel oil, so that can give us a bit of confidence for today. But you know, if we have to settle for fresh pollock, so yep, let's get to it. See you at the mark. Camera. Mark A's out of the question, so we'll go to Mark P. Bigger tide, the swell's even worse. It's cost us a couple of fish to swell, so we're just going to go where we should be able to land them easier. So we'll be back in a bit. Just done a bit of a recce and it's now go on this section, so we'll move. Right, I'm down on a different mark now. Just put a dongle rig out. I've got a 13-0 Eagle Claw circle. Same rig as what I've been using basically. Going to put a tail section out. 2 Tope that I've hooked this weekend have both been on dongles. But I like having a bit of variation. We're going to have a rig, a dongle rig, and we're going to have a pennel rig, so yeah. Truthfully I prefer putting tail sections on pennels. But we're testing these hooks out, so yeah. Enough chat, let's get to it. There's a chance of Tope off here. We've had to move marks, far more comfortable conditions, more feasible to land them. So hopefully it's a good session and let's get to it. Say it again, Tope on!
Tope on!
Woohoo! Let's do it. First bait up for Danny boy, and so over she goes. New mark today, same outcome. Danny, you know when I land it?
Yeah.
Can I get it down there, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, nice one. I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much filming because obviously we're on our own. You get the gist, let Danny now just focus on it, let me focus on getting it landed, basically. We got him, First male of the year. Danny's Tope. Get on. Danny's up. I'm away. Right, Danny, I don't know what we're going to do. I've got you there. Right, yep, let's go.
First bait up. I've just had one. Now Cal's in again. I think we made the right choice this morning, mate, to change them marks. First mark was very hairy. We're losing a couple of good fish due to none of our fault at all, to be honest. The fish were done. Our landing techniques are there, but just need homing in a bit. The water levels are rising and lowering a bit too much for us. So, come to this mark today. Haven't been long, about an hour or so. First bait up, bang, 2 fish. Go on, Cal, give it some, lad. This is what we come for. I would have liked to have been round the other mark, but we can't really complain when we're catching them. I think all in all, these last 3 days, I think we're up to double figures now in terms of runs and takes. As you can see, the swell there, raising drops quite high, but we're on a sheltered a bit here. It's not nowhere near as bad as yesterday. Right, you're gonna have to go help him.
Well, that was exciting. mine got it in edge. I think I just didn't tire it out enough on drag. It rolled 3 times and the hook popped out, which I'm surprised. They're quite a thick circle, these. But we're going to keep going with these. Yeah, just one of them things, isn't it? But we've lost a few fish this weekend, and at least we both had one though. And we've got good conditions on here for landing them, believe it or not. Even though it didn't look so clever when I was trying to play that one right on water's edge. But we'll get another chance, I'm sure. So we've put some fresh baits out, and we're getting back to it. Basically, just carry on, keep pumping, keep going. Don't get blown out. Don't get disappointed. Danny boy's had to sit on his hands for a few fish that I've had. A couple of fish, like 3 fish he's had to sit on his hands for, and he's had some good fish on himself, and we've not been able to land him. But this morning he's got a bit of reward, and he'll absolutely buzzing. I'm buzzing for him as well. You know, it's just nice, isn't it, mate?
Shaking, mate.
Shaking, yeah. It's just nice though to get.
Keep going.
Keep going. That's it. Don't let it disappoint you. Keep going. It can be tough sometimes, and sometimes when it goes well, it can be easy. So yeah, nice one.
Cold fishing, not catching.
Yeah, cold fishing, not catching. The challenge is here, and fair play to them fish. They're entitled to fight you and get off if they can. You know, they're an awesome creature. They deserve every bit of respect we give them. Right, it went a bit quiet. I just had a pick up and drop. So obviously it's a good sign. Finding that they're liking this mackerel predator oil. Well, we've had runs on it, put it like that.
Huh?
I'm just saying to camera they're liking this predator oil.
Oh yeah.
So just you can order a syringe off Amazon or eBay for like a couple of quid. Nice wide bore needle. Just watch yourself on the needle, obviously. It's that one. I'm not putting loads on my bait, I'm just putting a bit on just for a bit of scent. You know, you don't want to overpower the bait, do you? You just want a bit. So there's a bit more scent. This mackerel hasn't been frozen, but it's probably 4 days old now, but it's been in ice. So I'm going to mention, you know, the fishmongers again. I'll just inject a few bits, then leave it on the rocks. Leave it on the rocks that way up, and then let it just absorb into your bait elastic, soak into the fish itself, and yeah, you're away. You're laughing, right, basically. So we've got really cloudy water. It ain't worth feathering today. Just wait there a sec. It ain't worth feathering today. I've tried like baited feathers off to the side with a bit of mackerel belly on, but nothing's even touched them. They've been out for like 40 minutes and the bait's still intact. I won't usually leave them out that long, but I was busy dealing with a drop take. So yeah, so that's the syringe. I'll just leave that filled up with a bit in it, about a couple of mil in it, and then you can always squeeze it back into the bottle if you don't use it. Obviously just inject your bait, pep it up a bit as you go. So yeah, it's all good. Good stuff. Good. Glad that works. It worked on pollockhead yesterday. So I think truthfully, if the fish are here, they'll take anything though, if they're here in numbers. So we're just waiting for another fish basically now. We've got about 4 or 5 hours left at session. But what a weekend it's been! What a weekend! We have lost fish, which isn't good for whatever reason. We'll analyse that, improve and get better. One of the big reasons is the swell, obviously. I hadn't lost many at all this year. The only ones I've lost this year have been in swells, you know. So same with Danny. Like last weekend through, he lost a couple because of the conditions. He's lost a couple this weekend because of the conditions. I've lost a couple because of the conditions. But sometimes you need the conditions to be on the edge for him. People think tope fishing is about flat, calm seas, clear water. I'm of the opinion that it's not. It is part of it, but realistically, for me, it's never been. It's always been autumn, checking the wind, looking to see if you can get on the mark you want to fish. You know, even staying at home if you can't get out, but getting rigs ready. That's what it's all been about. This year it's been explosive. We've fished more marks. We've been all over this place, like, you know. And yeah, it's been superb. But we've still got a couple of months left of this year, and we want more out. So we'll see what happens in this session. We've had a cracking start. First 2 bait ups, 2 runs, 1 fish landed. I've had a pick up and drop, and the tide's on the turn now, so it should make it easier for landing as the water level rises. It's not a massive swell. There's a bit of a wash in the edge, as you've seen, but we'll keep at it. We'll keep going. I don't lose any sleep over losing a small one. If I lose a big one, I'll be devastated. You know, for something that if it's something I can control, I'll be devastated. We have got a net, but it's not always easy to net them. Sometimes you feel a bit restricted. You know, when you're going down, there's a swell, and maybe you need probably a longer net pole. Maybe we're going to work hard. We're going to keep going, and we'll analyse stuff. We've got the net edge perfect, so just need to do some work on the pole, I think, and we'll be laughing. So yeah, it's improved. If you watch the channel, I've really, Danny's the same this weekend and any other weekend I've fished with him. Lincoln's the same when he comes through. We absolutely go bang at it, and you might not see the amount of effort that I've put in this year. You'll see it in videos of like success and stuff, and it looks easy, but it's far from easy. There's been a lot of work gone off behind the scenes in terms of staying up for 30 hours and stuff like that when I finish work on nights, just to get down here for a tide, then fish the tide, then stay up again when I go back, make more rigs, you know, refuel and stuff. But it's the route you choose to go into when you're fishing, and yeah, it's been a tough weekend in terms of that, in terms of scrambling up cliffs, tired, mentally tired, physically tired. We've kept going, and we've had some rewards, so we're really happy. Me and Danny now, every session we've either lost one, landed one, had a couple of runs. You know, it's been every session. We haven't failed yet, so obviously we haven't always landed them, but we haven't failed in terms of runs to marks fish, so, or pick up and drops and stuff. So yeah, got it right today as well. We didn't really have many options where we were going really, so yeah, brilliant stuff. It's all gone a little bit quiet now. The swell has actually got worse as the seas come in. I think it must have picked up a little bit of this, swung slightly south, west, or it's just got a bit of southerly in it, I think, basically. It's bringing the swell into us a bit. So we'll just have to see how it goes. It has gone really quiet. I've just had a huss. Let's get a picture with her and put her back. There she is. Not a bad one. Like the holy mackerel oil, get her put back. Danny's got a huss on, we think, or a doggy, is it? Oh, it's come off. 12-0 circle. It worked on your dongle, wasn't it? Velcroed on your dongle. Alright then, guys. Well, back in Doncaster. Worked last night. Just a quick rundown of what's happened in this video then. So the first mark we fished a short session up to high tide in a real bad sort of stormy, rough sea. We weren't expecting much. If nothing had happened, you'd come away from that session and we might have not gone back to that mark, to be honest with you. But we'll just put the last bait ups out, basically. My rod hooped over. Danny's like, "You're on, Carl, you're on." He goes, "Hang on a minute, I'm on." And you can go through every single situation you want, but you never prepare yourself for a double take in those conditions. You know, we've spoke about where we're hoping to land them and stuff if we get one on, thinking that just one of us would be on and the other one would be helping. But I can't describe how much of a emotional roller coaster that moment was for us both. So we've gone right with them. I've gone right with them both. I've gone right. Mine won first base. I managed to get mine right first, and Danny's followed me in tow. I've got it into the bottom of the rocks, and I've gone to lift it aboard. Well, I've tried it a couple of times. I was going up and down in the surf, but it wasn't as bad, the rise and drop where I took it. That's why we decided we'd go right with them, basically. So I've lifted it. Everything's under full tension. I couldn't quite get it in. Tried again. I've got it onto rocks. So I'll just pull a little bit, and it snapped on my rig knot. The 80-pound shock lead snapped on my rig knot. I'm going to look to upgrade my shock lead to £100, I think. But as it snapped, the fish has rolled a little bit, not much, and got caught on a notchy rock. I managed to grab it, so I've put it on rocks up top. Danny's carried on playing his. He's got his into a position to land it. I've tried to help Danny, and I didn't want to pull his rig, so I'm like, right, I've got your lead. You pull that. And as we've pulled it, the loop, he has like a loop on one end of his lolly tongue wire. That's snapped, basically. 164-pound wire. It's just because it was under massive pressure at close quarters. We were this close away from getting a double take, a double picture. And, like, obviously in that moment, I'm buzzing that I've caught one, but I'm absolutely dropped that Danny has got off. So I'm, like, trying to do video without sounding too merry, because I wasn't too merry. I was buzzed, but I was dropped. Like, joint emotions. And Danny, fair play to him. Look, I really felt for him at that point. I really did. I knew we'd get it right again, though. And, yeah, so, yeah. Then in session 2, I've tried fresh pollock, and I've had my first run ever on pollock, so I'm buzzing about that. Got it in. Danny almost grabbed it at the bottom of the rocks, but then a big wave come. We managed to get out of the way, and the leader got snapped on the rocks because it wrapped round the fish. But it was a screaming take. I thought I'd hooked a massive one because it were coming in. I don't know even how it was swimming, out fighting me. Some fish they are. It'll get rid of that rig within a week. I'm 100% certain of that. They're just brutal. And then we had a couple of drop takes then, where Danny's had a couple of drop takes where basically, like, he picked his rig up, I'm not kidding you, they've took it 40 yard, dropped it and gone. So we thought, right, on to day 3, we'll come back down here. But when we looked at the top, from the top of the cliff, the swell was a bit bigger because the tide was slightly bigger and we'd had some wind through the night. And then we thought, I'll tell you what, we'll go elsewhere. Went elsewhere, didn't look too bad, still looked a bit swelly. Water's really badly coloured here because it's a little bit shallower and there's a few more freshwater outflows into it. So, and it had a massive storm on the Friday, 60 mile an hour southerly coming straight into it. But anyway, we thought, we'll give it a go. We still got these mackerel from Mermaid Baits, by the way, I'll mention them again. That was a superb move, that. It was absolutely brilliant getting them mackerel. I'm not going to say that the price of them, because they were expensive, but they were well worth it. They're like restaurant grade mackerel we had. They were like this big, 18 inches long, about that thick. You got so many baits out of them. So we went on to Mark 3, day 3. We've cast, but by the way, 3 days in, these mackerel are probably 4 days old because they're probably a day old when the fishmonger gets them. On day 3, the mackerel are still mint. They've been in ice for 3 days in the fridge. We've cast out. 10 or 15 minutes has gone past. Then Danny's rod just screams off, and we're like, yes, we've been backed into a corner with the mark we've gone. We felt we had a chance because that mark has produced some fish this year. He goes screaming off. He gets it in. He goes up to the right on a higher notch. And I'm like, you heard me in video saying, "Oh, Danny, when we land it, I'll go down here." I went down, and I'm like, "I'm having this one for you, Danny boy." I grab it, and I'm like, going, "Oh," and he's going, "Who's the man? Carl's the man." I'm like, "Feel this muscle, he's squeezing my arm and stuff." I'm like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing?" I'm going, "I'm the man, I'm the man." He was buzzing because that's the first fish he's had on his new rod as well, because he's lost him. It's been like a bad rod for him so far, but he caught it. We were just buzzed up to hell. It was brilliant. And then he's having picture. My rod goes off. We gets it in, and I thought I was being too bullish with mine. I think I decided I'm going to not go above it. I put too much strain on it, probably close in, and it'd come towards me a bit to start with, so it wasn't like maxed out. And then it wasn't tired. It's thrashing about, and it's managed to pop the hook out of it. But yeah. Then not much happened after that. I think we had a couple of pickups and drops after that. I had a huss, and that were it. But yeah, superb trip. Probably the most exciting one of the year, that, in terms of action, because we've had several pickup and drops. We've had a couple of fish get off here and there, and yeah, it is what it is. You've just got to not get wounded by it, not get disappointed, take it on the chin and just move on and keep going. Because yeah, it's superb really. Yeah, buzzing for that, and I will be back again. We'll probably have a couple more trips before the end of the year. I think I wasn't sure if I would do, but I think it's worth it, and everything's working. We don't mind hooking the fish. Don't really want them going back with rigs in them, but if they're hooking them, you're doing something right, aren't you? Now, all that was against us, every time we've lost one this year, it's been in stormy weather. So yeah, it is what it is. I managed to get the dongles working, that one on the last mark, what I got on. Danny's been using dongles, and I haven't really mastered it. But I think if you do hound fishing, you fish a fish that run a lot, you get sort of an idea of how to make them work, and it worked really well. We'll let it take off, and then just slow the spool down, just to get a bit of pressure so it turned the hook. And it were on, no problem. That was 13-0 Eagle Claw on that last mark, and it was into it, but I lost it due to my own impatience, probably thinking a 30-pound fish could just get it on board, no problem. But yeah, look, it happened. It happens, these type of things. But not taking anything away from the weekend because it was superb. So on to the next one, and we'll see how we get on in the next one. But yeah, what a year it's been. Don't tend to worry now. I've got plenty of fish under my belt now, and Danny has as well, so we'll just keep going, keep doing what we can do. So yeah, nice one. Other than that, keep safe, tight lines, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.